Welcome back, Romantic Home family, and welcome if you all are new. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and today I'm bringing you guys outside, and we are going to start working on decorating my front porch for Christmas. This is episode 20 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps me out so much. I am a full-time content creator. I am announcing some new giveaways this week, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be working on this beautiful garland, and I'm going to share with you guys this wreath and how I'm going to be doing my front door. I'm not for sure if this is going to be a part 1 or a part 2. We'll see how far I can get. But listen, without further ado, go ahead and plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter, paint, ribbons, and ornaments, and let's get to crafting. Let's decorate my front porch for Christmas. So starting out, I'm just going to tidy things up, get things all nice and swept off with my front porch. I also had washed it down last weekend, and then I already put my garland up and fluffed it out, and I'm going to use these big planters. Now you guys probably saw these this summer. I had them painted pink. Well, for Christmas I decided to paint them white to give them a little bit more of a neutral look, and then I'm going in and just popping in these two cute little mini trees on either side. They light up and also match the garland. Now, I also shared with you guys a DIY on how to take these little mini trees and really zhuzh them up and fluff them out. And luckily they both work and they're lit up, so I'm gonna have a lit up garland and trees. And then I have these little lanterns which we're gonna add bows to later on, and then I'm gonna put my little front bench in next to all of this, and put some cute little pillows on it. Now this year I'm going to do something a little bit different, guys. Look at this cute little snowman, not snowman, but Santa that I found at the thrift store. He was fiber optic, but he didn't work, but we're going to use him anyway. He was super cheap. Okay, so I'm doing something different this year, and I'm going to be using some real cedar from my trees outside. I've used this before in my planters before, but I've never used them to make garlands and in my front porch planters. So I'm just going to trim off some of these branches and pop them into my little front porch planters. Now, don't panic if you guys don't have real cedar. That's okay. I'm going to tell you, Walmart has some really inexpensive Real Touch cedar this year, and it's not the My Texas Home that I guess is sold out everywhere. That's really hard to find. It's just in their regular garland section, and ours is kind of in an outdoor area away from the Christmas. So if you guys go in there and you're looking for garlands, look in the outdoor section where all the Christmas trees are, and you're going to find that garland. I think it might be $13 for 9 foot. It's a really good deal, and you guys can piece it apart just like I'm doing with this real cedar. Now, I will tell you that it did tickle my wrist just a little bit. I don't think I'm necessarily allergic to cedar, but I did have to wear gloves. So make sure you guys are wearing gloves if you're playing with real cedar. My area just happens to be populated with lots of cedar trees, and they can look a little bit scraggly, but I'm really thankful for them once it comes Christmas time because they look really beautiful, and it's free for some of this stuff. I also want to let you guys know, a lot of you have commented that Dollar Tree has $5 Christmas tree, so you'll have to let me know what the quality is on that. If I have time, I'm going to go check that out, but I told you guys I'm not going to be buying a whole bunch of new things this year for Christmas. I'm going to really repurpose and reuse what I already have. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill my little planters. I have a planter on either side of my walkway here, and I'm just going to fill them with some of this real cedar. I'm taking my clippers and kind of clipping them apart so I can make it look like it's actually meant to be there as if it were planted in there. Also, I decided to go ahead and water the dirt and water the cedar. I don't know if that's something that I should do. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you guys use real cedar. Now, I can't use real Christmas trees inside, although growing up we always had one. But I have too many people in my family that have allergens to cedar. So I'm also taking these beautiful David Christopher picks and just popping them in. It's the kind of partridge on a pear tree.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody.
Now that I have my beautiful front planters all full, let's go ahead and make some swags for either side of my garage door. So I found these longer pieces of cedar. I went into the woods actually to get these. Thankfully I didn't fall, and hopefully I don't get poison ivy. But I'm going to go ahead and layer 2 of these greenery pieces together and then add my little pear picks. And the pear picks are from David Christopher's. And then I layered one more little bit of greenery on top of that. So it gives it a little bit of dimension to do the different colors. Now, again, normally I do not work with real greenery, so give me some grace as far as attaching things to this and how this looks. I want to go back in and add a little bit more to these, but I'm also trying to just go for more of that like natural kind of how they would decorate back in the Victorian times, maybe, where they use like a lot of greenery and maybe some bows and just some real natural fruit, even though my fruit isn't real. Also, this ribbon is from David Christopher's, and this was from last season. It's that beautiful snowflake ribbon. It almost pains me to use this outside, but I had used it in my Christmas tree last year, so it is already a bit wrinkled, although I always save my ribbon and then reuse it for next season. So I'm just going to take and scrunchie it into my little easy bow maker. The ribbon is so beautiful, so high quality. If you guys have a chance to order from them, oh my goodness, such amazing stuff. And then I'm going to layer a little bit of plaid on top. I feel like plaid is a really nice ribbon to use outside. This plaid, I believe, is either from Hobby Lobby or Dollar General. But plaid looks really classy, really elegant, but you guys use whatever colors that you have on hand. Really do whatever suits your fancy. Now, don't forget to dovetail the ends of your ribbon, which I'm going to go ahead and do to give it that nice, clean look. And here is how it is looking. I'm just going to zip tie it in the center and then add it in to my pretty big swag here. I have command strips that hooks that were already from last season, so it should hold again this year. You guys know that I don't have a whole lot of shame in my hanging things on my wall, inside and outside my home decor game. I always feel like your home is meant to be lived in, so live it up. Now I am using a zip tie to make a little hanger, and I'm just going to go ahead and hang that and zhuzh it. Now once I got it up, I realized it really did need some more red popped into it, and so I did end up adding some ornaments, but I want to go in with like some pretty red roses as well. As you guys can see, I fluffy my bows, and once I have this up, I'm going to fluff those bows some more, multiple days in a row, fluffing those bows. Now I'm going to take some of these pretty red ornaments, and I just hung them onto a piece of zip tie because, believe it or not, I have ran myself out of floral wire with all of the crafting and decorating that I have done. Here is the wreath, and I'm going to include the tutorial on how to create this wreath towards the end of the video, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on to my door. Now for my garland, I added in just some little pieces of some greenery from other garlands just to give this garland some dimension. I zip tied some of this David Christopher's ribbon into the top. Now I have to be careful with my top because a lot of times I'll put too much at the top and then it weighs down really heavy. So I'm just going to zip tie ribbon, add a big beautiful pretty bow, and then zip tie some smaller little pieces in. And here is how that looks. If you guys need a bow tutorial, go back and check out my bows. I have a huge bow tutorial video on my YouTube channel. Here is the finished look. I actually ran out of time for daylight, so you guys are going to see it more in the dim of evening, which I thought was really pretty and romantic. I also added bows and ornaments into my lantern, and here is my little Santa. I moved him from the side of my bench over kind of more to the front. I thought he made a bigger statement more at the front. I added in some pretty sparkling ornaments. I'm not sure if I'm finished with this garland. I'm definitely not finished with the front porch. I want to do more out there, but there's only so much time in the day. Still have to be a mama and cook dinner and tidy up and make this video for you guys. But what do you all think? This is a little bit different than what I usually do, with a little bit more of a natural look, but also I need for you guys to give me some input on the little trees that I put in here. Do I leave them plain? I'm concerned that if I add ornaments and bows to the trees that it's going to look off balance or be too much, but you guys know I love too much, so it could totally happen. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this a little bit more natural look, and how are you guys going to be decorating your front porch for Christmas. Now I have a huge bunch of giveaways that I'm super excited to share with you guys, and there's going to be a lot of different winners because I have little things to give away. So make sure you guys are subscribed and follow me on my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook DIY page. It's going to be a busy week, but I do hope to possibly go live either this week or next week. Here is some more pretty bows, and I think I'm going to include a bow tutorial for you guys, which I did in the last video, this same bow, but there it is. I made several of them last year, and so just in case you guys are wondering about some of these bows, you'll have a good little tutorial to follow. So I hope you guys are loving it, and you guys, I'm going to pop in a clip of Benji Bear, but he was just patiently waiting for me. He just got done with the groomers today, and he is so handsome, but he was sitting in the front window just waiting for mom to be done with all of the decorating and all of that fun stuff. And as soon as I was done filming, it just went dusk. It's so funny how once the time change happens, it's like it'll be light and then dark. There's our little Benji Bear waiting so patiently for mama to be done with all her decorating. I added this cute little snowflake pillow to the front. What do you guys think? I think I need to add maybe another pillow. I don't know. I like more is more. I feel like this is a little bit less is more, but is it too less is more? Let me know in the comment section below.
There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing.
And here is my kitty cat, Tinky Bear and Benji Bear. I just got home from picking up Benji Bear from the groomers. He also went this last Sunday to go visit his best friends, Baby Theo and Baby Archie. They're two Aussies, and they're my son and his girlfriend's dogs, and they all got matching stockings. I got them from Petco. And they're all gonna have matching Christmas jammies. We'll take a family picture in matching Christmas jammies. I think that's so fun. He was so thirsty though coming back from the groomers. Does that happen to you guys and your puppy dogs? And here's Tinky Bear. She wants no part of the Christmas jammies. All she wants is her food and a little bit of a cuddle and not to be bothered by Benji Bear. Benji Bear loves to bark at her, and she kind of swats at him. So they're kind of, I would say, more frenemies, but they get along okay, I guess. He likes to give her a hard time though. And there she is. And I'm also going to include a tutorial on that wreath that I hung on my front door in case you guys missed that, because we are on episode 20 of my I Love Christmas series. So go back and check out. I did my Christmas tree. I shared with you guys my kitchen, my mantle, all the things. And then I'll also pop in that bow video for you as well.
Christmas, baby.
Let's create an elegant designer Christmas wreath using items that you can most likely gather at your local Walmart or Hobby Lobby. Okay, starting out, we're going to use this grapevine wreath base. It's more of an oval form, and I grabbed it at Hobby Lobby. Then I'm taking some Walmart garland. I just simply cut a piece of garland off of one of my greenery garlands, and I'm using about 4 to 5 zip ties to zip tie it really close to the base of this garland. I want to have the greenery garland as a base to build my bow and floral picks off of, just to kind of give it a little bit more of that evergreen feel. Now I'm taking this beautiful My Texas Home ribbon, which is from Walmart. I actually got it on clear. It's 90% off last season, but I know they have more out this year. You're going to make a loopy bow, and you want to take that ribbon and loop it over on itself 6 times. This is the best bow hack you will ever use. It's going to make a gorgeous fluffy bow. And then you're going to find your center, and you can can cut little tiny notches in each side of your ribbon, but be super careful. If you don't have good control over cutting those itty bitty tiny notches, skip that part, okay? And then you can take a zip tie or floral wire or a pipe cleaner. The older I have gotten, the more I use zip ties because they're just easier for my hands to hold. My hands don't hold that floral wire very well anymore. But okay, so I'm going to zip tie some tails on. The tails are just a piece of ribbon that you cut that was left over. Now I'm going to take a zip tie and zip tie that to the side of my wreath. You want to go about a quarter way down. You want to have a length for your tails. You don't want to go too far down, but you don't want it to be at the top of an oval wreath. We're going to put it off to the side. You could have it at the top, but I think it would look nicer on this design to have it off to the side. Now please envision this in the colors that you're decorating for in your Christmas theme. So whatever Christmas theme you're decorating for, whether it be a traditional red, you could do a candy stripe bow, you could do a blue bow, a pink bow. Just imagine this with the colors you're using. You don't have to necessarily use these. This is more of a deep red with a bit of pink, so maybe we would call it a maroon. What would you call this color? Leave a comment down below. And speaking of colors, I would love to hear your theme for your Christmas decor. Even if it's just a regular little traditional family tree, what is your theme? This year my theme is traditions of love. I want my kids to feel so loved when they come home for the holidays. I want my family to feel so loved when they come into my home for the holidays. Okay, now I did dovetail the ends of that ribbon. So to do that, you're just going to simply cut a triangle in an upwards direction at the end of your ribbon tails. And then you want to really zhuzh out your bow. When I say zhuzh, you're going to zhuzh it once, you're going to go back in and zhuzh it again. Now, here's a little hack. You can go to Hobby Lobby, and in their not Christmas section, you can get some of these kind of spiny floral garlands, okay? And they should be about 50% off right now. Just look for those. And those will come in a big long piece, and you can cut them apart. And I've used them for summer crafting, for fall crafting, and now for some Christmas crafting. You can add some summery greenery into your evergreen garland to make it look a little bit more realistic. Now this part is absolutely optional. My challenge to myself this year is to be creative and use the things that are already in my craft stash. So I actually took apart a summer wreath to have this grapevine wreath base. I'm using this greenery that I already had on hand. I bought this ribbon on clearance. But listen, if you don't have some of these items and you want to go out and create this beautiful wreath, go grab some goodies and make a beautiful creation. Have fun with it. I'm only saying this because I feel led because I have been on YouTube for so many years now, and I don't want to fall into that just overconsumption where I'm just constantly buying and buying and buying to have new things every year, because I have a lot of things. I do decorating as my job. So anyway, I'm going to take now and add in a red ribbon. So I'm going to kind of balance, or maybe not balance, but just give dimension to this color. So this is something you can do because you're going to see color like this in nature. And just to go back, this bow is the same bow we just did, except for I made it a little smaller because I only had a little bit of this red ribbon. So just took and loop it over on itself, then add some tails. For this one I looped it over on itself 4 times, and I made the loops a little bit smaller so it doesn't hide that maroon ribbon behind it, because we want that contrast. If you look at a rose in nature, or you look at any flower in nature, poinsettia or rose, you're going to see that there are different variations on the petal. As you go deeper into the rose will get darker. And so we can recreate nature in our crafts. So that's what I'm doing with this. So you're going to layer that bow, and here is how this is looking. Now, honestly, I think this looks perfect and gorgeous. I'm a more is more gal, but you guys stop wherever you see fit. Now, these beautiful pics are from David Christopher's, and when I tell you, they are the sweetest couple. They're a small business, a wonderful business to support if you so choose. Their items are pricier than Walmart, but I will tell you they are so worth it because the quality is like I've never seen.
It's a cold night, baby, and I'm on my way to you. And the snow keeps falling down. Lit a fire and looked down
It's just me and you tonight, and I'm all yours. We'll be in our happy place. This December will be the best, I'm pretty sure. And I am truly yours in every way.
Now here is how our beautiful wreath is looking so far. I added the 2 larger poinsettia picks at the top and just some little greenery picks, 3 greenery picks in and around those poinsettia picks. So if you're just going to Hobby Lobby or Walmart, think 2 big poinsettias at the top and then a couple greenery pieces. Now I'm gently going to add some hot glue and just put a couple of Christmas ornaments. Here's a little hack for you. Take a piece of wire and simply thread the wire through several Christmas ornaments, and that's going to create a bundle. This is a really easy, nice way to get a designer look, clustering these ornaments with different dimensions and colors, and then you can simply loop them into your wreath, your garland, your Christmas tree. In fact, I did a whole tree with these ornament bundles last year. It was so fun. So I'm just going to take and put an ornament bundle in the top and then in the base. And then that is really going to wrap it up. I'm going to add a little bit of detail to this bow, but I really wanted this tutorial to be so simple, so elegant, and so user-friendly. I actually was walking my dog Benji Bear this morning, and I saw, we're going to put one more ornament bundle down here, but I saw this beautiful, elegant, really kind of more natural fall wreath, and it just had, a lot of natural fall goodies and a bow, and I thought, you know what, I should do a Christmas wreath that has this woodland base or this grapevine base. So that is what inspired me this morning, was actually being out in nature in fall and then bringing that nature inside and creating something that has a little bit more natural element in our Christmas wreath design. So again, I would love to know what theme you all are using. For the little bit of detail work, I did have one pick of berries, and I took and I cut that pick apart. And that's something you guys can do at the end of your creation. Take one of your picks, whether it be evergreen or berries, and simply just cut smaller pieces and use that to fill in. See where those little tiny picks are? They're not really super noticeable until you get up close, but they're going to make a bit of difference in the finished look, and they're just a whisper of a berry. So I hope you all are so loving this. I wanted to make this so easy because I want you guys to really have confidence in creating something beautiful for your own home. I really believe in you all. I know you can do this. I can't wait to see your creations. I'm going to make a post and ask you guys to share pictures. I still don't know if I'm going to do a big Facebook group yet for my new Facebook page, but if I do, I will definitely let you all know. What do you all think about this creation? Thank you for being here. It is a blessing and an honor, and I have to show you a really cute little pic of my dog Benji Bear upcoming. I'm also going to share with you our daily devotional.
And the snow keeps falling down. Let this Christmas be the best we've ever had. Under a starlit sky, we'll walk around.
And here is my special little guy, Benji Bear. He is a 4-year-old terrier. He is a Yorkie Jack Russell mix, and he has his handsome scarf on today. Look at those big, beautiful eyes. It's like he's wearing natural eyeliner. I asked him what he wanted to do, and was his answer. He wants a little tummy rub. He has been waiting all day anxiously for me to take him on his evening walk. Now, if you all have ever had a terrier dog, they are very, very high energy, very, very barky, and can be a bit of a handful. But he does really good when he gets his walk. So I took him on a long walk this morning, and then we're getting ready to go for another walk. He's super playful even at 4. He's going to be 5 this next year. Unbelievable. I don't know if you guys remember when I first got him and I had him in a little Santa outfit. And the funny thing is I remember taking him into the nail salon and putting him down inside of my purse. He was so little and just so cuddly. And speaking of nails, I don't know if you all have noticed, but I have taken my acrylic fake nails off to give my fingers a break. I don't think I've seen my real nails for the last probably 6 or 7 years. So what do you guys think about that? I need to let me share with you guys this awesome Christmas ribbon hack. You want to take your ribbon, cross it over on itself, and cut in an upwards direction. That's going to give you a dovetailed in. Now I had only a little bit of this beautiful designer ribbon from David Christopher's, which you guys have to go check out their website. Use Olivia 10 for 10% off, but they have the most amazing ribbon and Christmas decor. But I'm taking my easy bow maker, and what I did with this ribbon, because it is so beautiful and so designer, I did not want to cut it, but I needed 4 bows. I took the ribbon and I just cut it in half and then cut it in fourths, if that makes sense. So I'm making one big loopy bow with my easy bow maker, and then I'm taking some of this smaller, beautiful sparkling ribbon, again from David Christopher's, and this is in a smaller size, and I'm going to use that as kind of the front and center showstopper part of the ribbon, because the ribbon behind it is so big and beautiful and elegant, and we want that to be our pattern, but then we want that beautiful sparkle darkle up front. Plus I had way more of the sparkle ribbon left. I went kind of crazy using my designer ribbon on my big Christmas tree, but what I did is I just made a giant bow in the back and then took the smaller ribbon and just went side to side and got about an inch shorter as I went along. And then I'm just going to zip tie that off in the center, and then I want to give this bow a nice little fluffy duff. And I made 4 bows like this. I'm going to use them on my mantle in my living room. I'm going to use 3 on my mantle, and then to cover up that little zip tie, I'm using again some David Christopher's ribbon, and this is in an even smaller ribbon, and it's velvet. So then I have that beautiful textural element with the pattern ribbon in the back that's larger, and then the sparkly ribbon closer to the front, and then that beautiful velvet ribbon. You can even kind of give it a little twirl, and I'm dovetailing all my ends on all my ribbon. I love to have nice clean ends, and then again I'm going to fluffy it up. Now I decided to get a little extra with this bow. You guys know me. Totally Dazzled sent me the cutest little pink apron. You guys have to go check out their website. I'll leave a link in the description box below. But I'm taking these napkin rings from totallydazzled.com. Thank you, Natalie, for sending me these beautiful Christmas goodies. And I just cut the napkin ring and then I popped it onto the center of my bow, you guys, and it made the prettiest little bling jewel, you guys. This is just a small detail you would never notice unless you got up close. But it just, so thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. For those of you all that are new, hi, I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama, and I'd love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique gorgeous home on a budget. I have been on YouTube for about 6 to 7 years, and I have over 1,000 videos of crafting and decorating, so be sure that you guys are subscribed. I am also going to be announcing some new giveaways this week, so stay tuned for that. And also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page, where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. It is such a beautiful day today where I live. It's in almost, I think, 70 degrees. It's sunny today. I know we're going to be getting some rain through the middle of the week, but I just had to take this opportunity because normally when I decorate my front porch for Christmas, I don't know, maybe I do it later in the season, but it is freezing. You guys have seen some of my decorating videos where I have just been freezing to death. So I thought this year, since I already have my main living room Christmas tree done, I would take you guys outside. We're going to start early. That way I'm not freezing to death and we can kind of enjoy the process a little bit more. This is episode 20 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I share so many DIYs with you guys, so go back and check out the rest of this series. I am a seasonal decor enthusiast. I have been crafting and decorating on YouTube now, I think it's 7 years, you guys, and YouTube informed me last week that I had over 1,000 videos of crafts and decorating, and usually I try to put like multiple DIYs in each video. So I'll do, you know, a wreath, a garland, a bow, and some other little fun things. So I want to keep you guys so inspired. Thank you for everybody that has been watching. Now, something else we've been doing in my videos is we have been doing a devotional. And so this devotional is called He Whispers Your Name. It's by Cherry Hill. I know it's blessing a lot of you all, and I hope that it continues to bless you guys. I think any little thing is going to really help this time of year, especially like our little prayer cards, our devotionals, listening to praise and worship music, and just staying in the Word and trusting that God has got this, God has got us. So let's see what our next devotional is going to be. Also, you guys can find this on Amazon. My sweet friend Stacy sent this to me. Thank you, Stacy. So the last one we read was called Believing is Seen. And this next one is called Without Faith. So let's see what this has to say. I need you to trust me. It is your trust in me that defines your faith. Your faith moves my heart and my hand, and your faith is the driving force that unleashes my presence and power. I know that you believe in me, but do you fully trust in me? Do you trust in what I've promised? A lack of faith is a lack of belief and trust. When you're filled with fear, you're not trusting me. You need to dive deep into my word and cling to the promises that I've made to you. They will assure your heart and mind, enabling you to walk forward in faith with calm surrender, trusting fully that I am in control and I will work all things together for good. You can trust me with your past, present, and future, and I will take care of your every need. I will help you through the insurmountable obstacles of life, comforting your heart and strengthening your spirit as we go. I am with you always, and there is never anything to fear. Live in faith instead of fear. Choose to trust in me no matter what. The scripture that goes along with this says, it is impossible to please God without faith. Anyone who wants to come to him must believe that God exists and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. And that's Hebrews 11:6. Wow, I really needed to hear this devotional today because I struggle with trust for sure, and I so easily like to just, carry around this big old bag of problems with me and, shoulder that burden when God wants to shoulder that burden for us and really ask us to trust him. And so something that hit home with this devotional today was that we need to really get in God's words and read his promises, because God has so many amazing promises for us. So I hope you guys that this blesses you, and I am by no means the perfect Christian. I mess up every single day. I need God's mercy. I need God's grace. And I want to thank you guys for being here, and I just hope you give yourself some grace and mercy. Give yourself some grace and mercy, and give the people around you grace and mercy. I needed to do that as well. So I want to give all of your hearts a big old tight hug. I hope you're having a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I'm going to announce our giveaway the middle of the week. Because I'm outside, all the giveaway stuff is inside, and I'm trying to get this video done before all the kiddos get off the bus and I have to cook dinner and Benji Bear starts going crazy. So I'm going to announce our giveaway the middle of this week, and it's going to be several different things that I'm going to give away. So super excited for that. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and thank you for being here. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.
Love you.